coming here. Welcome back to Langrisser and news from the future. So right on part 1 of the video, we will be featuring the details of the the heroes for the month of February to March, featuring Sagny on part 1 and Asmodeus on part 2. And as the usual stuff, on this part of video, we're only going through the faction talent and exclusive new skills, and followed by an end of video we do a rough translations of the skills that I did, and we'll only be going through the full set of the skills during the demo play of the video, so stay tuned. And without further delay, let's get started. And before we carry on, a very great thanks for information shared and provided by the Langrisser mobile app. So you, alright, let's get started. So right, this is the month of that period again, the double male hero banners. And yep, featuring Sagny and voiced by Jun Fukuyama. So right, his faction are from Strategy, Mythical, and Yellows. So right, that has a appreciation for his artwork. As our fan, I definitely will save my tickets to try to draw him when his banner is out in SE8, because I need to save my ticks for the upcoming collaboration event featuring Langrisser with Shining Resonance. Yep. However, there will be a video for next time. So on this part of the video, for Sagny, he's off Strategy, Mythical, and Yellows, and then followed by his talent, which is short, sweet. The only thing that's slightly long and draggy will be his talent. Alright. His talent will be known as Frost No Pressure. So, featuring if there are allies 3 squares or tiles around you, you increase your damage deal by 30%. And then after initiating or dealing damage to enemies, apply the following debuff effect to them. You reduce their movement speed randomly between 1 to 2 movement speed. And second, enemies cannot guard. The effect will only last for 2 turns. And this video, when I'm recording right now, it's on the 4th of March, where the third round of the Apex is currently ongoing. And as of now, so there's 63 going to top 32. As of now, I have not seen anyone using either of the heroes, Sagny and Asmodeus, so we still can't really define how great or bad they are. So hopefully we will be seeing players who will show us how great either of these heroes are. So let's repeat again. Number 1, if there are allies 3 squares or tiles around you, increase your damage deal to enemies by 30%. And number 2, after you initiate and deal damage to enemies, apply the following debuff effect to enemies. You will either 1, randomly reduce their movement speed between 1 to 2, or second, enemy will not be able to guard, so the above effects will last for 2 turns. So right, that's it for his talent. It's very short, sweet. I definitely like hero with such effect that is easy to understand. Right, followed by his initial path, you get his exclusive skill 1, which is a transformation skill. So as you can see, the cost is 1, the CD is 1, the range is 4, AoE range is 1 range only, and the type is a support skills. Oh, sorry, the range is 4, the AoE is 1. So alright, first skill is known as cold sharp eyes, and after transforming is known as snow owl senses. So we'll be following in accordingly. So number 1, cold sharp eyes. You get to select a towel within the range and then release, or you can summon a snow owl, which effects will last for 2 turns. And followed by, after using the skills, you can move 2 steps and attack again. So at any point of time, there can only be 1 snow owl on the field at once, and after using your act again skills, the buff you had will not be reduced. And after using cold sharp eyes, the skills will transform to snow owl sense. So alright, let's repeat again for the first skill. So number 1, you will select a tile within your range, which is within 4 tiles, and release and summon your snow owl, which will last for 2 turns on the field. Then number 2, after using the skills, you will be able to move 2 steps and attack again. Do note that there can only be 1 snow owl on the field at once, and after using the act again skills, the buff you had will not be reduced. So right, again, it's short and sweet. So followed by snow owl sensors. So the cost is 1 and the type is more of a command aura. So the command aura effect. So enemies 2 squares or tiles around snow owl will have their crit chance receive increased by 10%, then followed by the passive skills. When using skill area 2 squares or tiles around snow owl, this range will be treated as the range your skills can target and reach, and your soldiers will attack together with the skills. And followed by, when you end your turn, you can choose to move snow owls for 2 steps once only. And when snow owl disappear, these skills will change back to cold sharp eyes. So alright, let's repeat again. So for the command aura effect is that number 1, enemies 2 squares or tiles around the snow owl summon will have their crit chance receive increased by 10%. So it's more of a general term, a generic term, that either of your ally skills, when damage against them, their chance which receiving crit chance should be increased by 10%. It didn't mention that it must be the attack from Sagny or from the snow owl only. So I'm going to presume it's a generic situation. Okay, followed by the passive effect. So number 1, when using skills, area 2 squares or tiles around snow owl will be treated as the range your skills can reach, and your soldiers will attack together with the skills. Number 2, when you end your turn, you can choose to move snow owls for 2 steps once only. And when snow owl disappeared, these skills will be changed back to cold sharp eyes. So alright, that's it for exclusive skill 1. Overall, it's not bad. You have this 1C skill is an act again skills. You can get to summon this snow owl to increase your attack range or damage range, and then you get to act again. The only downside is that your act again is only 2 squares or tiles, slightly slow. Try exclusive skill 2 is on your first path, third class. As you can see, is the one that I'm highlighted here. It's known as suppressive cold or suppressive chill, whichever sounds or makes more sense for you. Sorry, the cost is 2. The CD of this skill is only 1. The range is 2. The AoE is a single target. The type is magical damage. So 2 plus 4 with your snow owl. Your range is 6 squares or tiles. That's pretty long. So I'm not sure if you can stack with your scepter effect to increase the range to 7. If you can with Snow Owl, it should be very impressive. Target Prism is going to be a 4 plus 2 plus 2. It should be 8 because you can attack anywhere where the Snow Owl is. So it depends. It might go 8 or 9. So right, here we go. Suppressive Code. Attack and deal 1.6 times magic damage to enemy, and this skill is effective against Lancer. Then followed by reduce enemy movement speed by 2 for 2 turns, and if enemy already has movement reduction effect beforehand, increase damage deal by 20%. So let us check his talent again. So okay, his talent effect will only slow down enemy after dealing damage, so you can't do a pre-battle benefit, so some downsides for here. So let's repeat again. Number 1, attack and do 1.6 times magic damage to enemies and is effective against Lancer. 2, reduce enemy movement speed by 2 for 2 turns. And 3, if enemies already have movement reduction effect beforehand, you increase your damage deal by 20%. Personally, I feel that it is not that good because this skill's effect or his talent effect is not a pre-battle. You cause movement reduction, so suppressive code might not be the better choice of skills to be brought with in PvP, though PvE will be a different case. Then, alright, his other class do not have exclusive new skills, so we'll be moving on to his 3C, which has both passive and active effect. So the 3C is known as Extreme Winter Judgment. Well, as the skill says, the cost is 3, the CD is 4, the range is 3, is an AoE of 4 squares or tiles, and the type is magical damage. So alright, we'll go through with the passive skill first. When battling with enemies 3 squares or tiles around you, or 2 squares or tiles around Snow Owl, you'll increase your intelligence by 15%. So it's pretty cool. Enemies who are 3 squares or tiles near you, if you're targeting them, or targeting enemies at Snow Owl range, you increase your intelligence by 15%. So that's pretty cool. So let's repeat again. Number 1, when battling with enemies 3 squares or tiles around you, or 2 squares or tiles around Snow Owl, increase your intelligence by 15%. So that's actually not bad because his talent increase damage while his 3C will help increase your intelligence. So, and not to mention is 15%, you will still get a stack with your faction buff. Okay, active skills. Deal damage and deal 0.4 times AoE damage to enemies in range, and apply unable to use active skills and unable to act again debuff for 2 turns, and obtain the effect of Frost Blockage. Frost Blockage has the following effect. When enemies enter, when they are in 2 range of Snow Owl, they'll receive a 1.5 times fixed damage of the caster. So Frost Blockage effect will only last for 2 turns. So personally, I feel that with its 5.0-Sagny apparently should be useful and great. I mean, with the effect of not able to use active skills and unable to AA, it's actually pretty cool. You get to jam your enemy. I believe the only problem is that due to the great hindrance of everyone's in PvP right now, which is Rose and Seal with her crystal barrier. Okay, let's repeat again. For the active skills, number 1, damage and deal 0.4 times AoE damage to enemy in range. 2, apply unable to use active skills and unable to act again debuff to enemies for 2 turns. 3, obtain the effect of frost blockage. Frost blockage effects are as follow. When enemies enter when they are in 2 range of Snow Owl, they will receive a 1.5 times fixed damage from the caster. Yep, a 1.5 times intelligence of fixed damage from the caster, which is from Sagny itself. And this effect will last for 2 turns. So I'm not sure as the current meta of S14 in the CN right now, CN version right now, does a lot of players bring items that will prevent fixed damage on prevent active skills or act again. I presume no. The only way they prevent from is only using Rose and Seal, using a crystal barrier. So personally, I feel that Sagny should be quite strong, and will be useful in PvP. But what did you guys think? Leave it down in the comment sections below. We have come to the end for Sagny. And yep, Sagny do not is a new hero, so he do not have any special new soldiers upcoming. He already get 1 or 2 new soldiers released, so that's it. So what did you guys think? Is Sagny good, bad, or normal? Leave it down in the comment sections below. This is coming. See you guys on part 2 of video featuring Asmodeus. Goodbye.